There you go.
Last name?
Tijerino.
Say that again?
Tijerino.
Okay, so we start. Jeff Garcia gave me this shirt. I don't know what it's for. I don't know why, but thank you, Jeff. Okay. Ismael, you grew up in Miami.
Born and raised.
What elementary school?
Henry M. Flagler Elementary School.
Favorite teacher?
Oh, man. Oh, Miss Wright.
Oh, now you remember.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about you being a lawyer. Middle school, favorite teacher?
Kenlock Park Elementary and Mr. Gardner.
High school, what high school?
Coral Gables Senior High.
Favorite teacher?
Miss Van Wyck.
Boy, you got these.
Yeah.
What college did you go to?
FIU.
You got a favorite professor?
Sean Walsh.
Law school at St. Thomas?
Yes.
Favorite law teacher?
That was a little tougher, but...
Give me two.
Professor Menzel. I don't know if he's still there. And Professor Light.
Good. Okay, so now we knew where you grew up. Graduate Gables High, you go to FIU. At FIU, when you were going there, did you know that you wanted to be a lawyer?
Yes and no. So I always liked the law, you know. I mean, I watched Suits. I've watched all these shows. I'm like...
Which one?
Suits, right when it was airing and all these things. So I thought, this seems kind of cool. But I kind of, I did English major and then I did a few other things. I spoke to some professors and they said political science. So as a political science major, as I went through it, I'm like, okay, maybe law school is where I want to end up eventually.
Your parents, are they in that profession?
They're not. No, my parents migrated here in the 80s.
So you're their shining star.
I like to think so. I mean, my brother wouldn't agree, but I like to think so.
What's your brother's name?
Omar.
Omar, he's a shining star. Okay, so what kind of law do you practice?
I exclusively do workers' compensation law.
Okay, and where's your office located?
In Doral.
Okay, so when you graduated law school, what did you do from there?
I worked at one law firm for about 6 months, and they did family law mainly and some property insurance. It wasn't my cup of tea, so I moved on from there. And then I went to a law firm for about 5 years that only does workers' comp, and that's where I gained a majority.
Who was that?
His name is Jose Francisco.
And then you opened your own practice.
I just opened my own practice.
How long ago?
It's been 5 months to the day, actually.
Wow, today's a celebration.
Yeah.
Holy cow. Hey, Andres, time to celebrate. It's your birthday today, right?
Yes,
for your business. Okay.
My business birthday, yeah.
Okay, speak about birthdays. Your mother's birthday, what day is it?
It's February 5th.
That's my birthday.
No way.
Yeah, your father's birthday?
November 21st.
You got a brother, right?
I do. June 20th.
Any other family members?
No.
Do your brother have any kids?
No.
Okay.
That I know.
Good answer. Okay. So you have an internship program, kind of. You're training. Do you have one person, two people, three people?
So right now I have an actual assistant, full-time assistant, and I have a law student who works with me as well.
Now, when you went from private into working for somebody to your private practice, how scared were you?
I'm still scared. I will be honest with you. It's a whole different level of responsibility. You have to work the cases, go to court, but you also have to do the admin stuff, which is something, nobody really does until they have to do it.
And you have to pay rent.
Yeah.
You have to pay electricity. When you work for somebody else, you don't think about that.
Correct. And you have to also pay your own rent and your own electricity at home as well.
Right. Unless you live in your job.
Correct. Which was an option. I thought about it. It's cheaper.
It's easier. Okay, so now that you did it, got into law, what were your goals? Did you have a goal in elementary, junior high, high school? What did you want to be when you grew up?
I wouldn't say a goal. I just know I wanted to be something. And what something means, I still don't know. I think I'm still trying to work that out,
Yeah, we all are. We're all looking for that certain goal. We don't know what it is.
Right.
Kentucky Fried Chicken, Colonel Sanders, you know what age he started Kentucky Fried Chicken?
No.
Good answer, 65.
Oh, wow.
So you just never know.
It's never too late.
It's never too late. You got to shoot for the goals. Is there certain cases that you really said, I did a good job on this?
So recently, actually, my first case that signed up with me just finished the whole process. We went to mediation, we settled, and the client was super happy. She told me right before she left, she says, I'm going to buy my first car here in the U.S. because of you. And that for me was like gratification.
Now, how do you get your clients? Do you referrals? Do you market? How do you do that?
So, I mean, me personally, I think I like to just go out in the streets and, hand out some business cards. And if people come and ask questions, I just answer. Like, I think one time I went around a neighborhood just, giving out little business cards with my name.
Where's your office located?
In Doral. But I take cases from all over the state. I've gone through everywhere in the state giving out my stuff. And people just ask me questions. I guess they relate to me a little bit, and then they give me a call.
You're bilingual? Or
I am.
trilingual?
Bilingual. Well, trilingual if you count like Miami Spanish.
Spanglish. You got English, Spanish,
exactly.
Central American Spanish, and it's Spanglish.
Exactly.
And it is all different.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Where's your office in Doral?
It's 8180 Northwest 36th Street. So right when you get off the highway.
You're right off the Palmetto.
Yeah.
When you get off, you take. Is it next to Cane's?
Yes, the new Cane's is just opening.
Has it opened yet?
It looks like it's almost done. I'd give it a week or two.
I have never eaten there. Have you ever been to Cane's?
I've not actually. I'm really excited, but I've heard lines go on for miles sometimes.
Well, it's like Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
The lines are just mammoth.
Yeah.
Okay, so did you play sports in high school? Did you do anything in high school?
Well, in high school I tried playing football, but I took a tackle and I'm like, no, this isn't it.
Oh, you got tackled?
I got tackled and I'm like, this isn't it. This is not it. Yeah.
Okay, do you watch sports?
Of course.
What teams?
Miami-based teams. I mean, I was born and raised here. So the Dolphins, the Panthers, the Heat, and the Marlins.
Well, Marlins had a great season. Panthers had a great season.
Yeah.
The Heat had a decent season.
Dolphins are running it.
Running it. The Heat. We expect the Heat to win the title each year. That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
And the Dolphins look like they're unbelievable.
Yeah, I think Buffalo's a fluke. I think they'll be fine once Jalen Ramsey is back.
Interesting. Okay, so talk a little bit like what kind of law you practice.
So workers' compensation. So work accidents, essentially. That's exclusively what I've been doing.
Slip and fall? No, not slip and fall. So give me an example.
Yes, slip and fall, but if it happens while you're at work, there's a whole set of laws. There's a whole different, courts, different systems. Everything is different if it happens at work. Even car crashes while you're working are different, and they're governed by workers' comp.
Right. Speak about St. Thomas. You need to check this out. I understand more judges in Dade County are the most has graduated from St. Thomas University. That means they graduate from all over, but I think St. Thomas has the most judges. Interesting. The law school is really good.
Yeah.
Who's the dean?
Currently, I think they just got a new dean, but at the time it was Alfredo Garcia. That's what I remember. But I know they just had a new dean, like maybe in the last month, who used to be a judge, actually.
What's the judge? What's the name?
I don't remember her name.
Okay, so St. Thomas has climbed so quickly, hasn't it?
It has.
And you graduated how many years ago?
2018 is about 5 years ago.
Oh,
yeah.
So it's right around the corner. Okay, tell me more about your family.
Okay, so what do you want to know? I'm an open book.
Okay, your parents came from Nicaragua in the 80s.
In the 80s, correct.
And what did they do there now? What did they do now?
Well, in Nicaragua, my dad came here actually before the 80s. He was maybe 4 when he came here, so he was basically raised here.
And how did he meet his mom? Your mom?
Here in Miami. No.
Oh, they came separately.
Exactly.
Oh.
So he came maybe in the 70s, late 60s. She came here in the 80s when she was about 16, and they just happened to cross paths here in Miami.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool story.
They were from the same city, too.
Did the grandparents know each other?
No.
How big a city was it?
I mean, the capital of Nicaragua, I would say, is a decent-sized city.
A couple 100,000, right?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay. Any issues in the court system, not on your thing, just in general, that's interesting to talk about? Any legal, the Supreme Court, Florida courts, or anything interesting regarding workman's comp? Or
Well, I wouldn't say interesting, because I mean, I feel like this level of the law is very niche. So I mean, whatever happens is happening, like everybody knows already. But I think the big thing I'm seeing lately in workers' comp is, people are scared to file claims with the new laws that have been passing regarding status, like immigration status. So that's really the hot topic right now.
Wait. So if you're a legal immigrant, you're not going to file workman's because you could be.
No, it's the opposite, actually. You should. It doesn't matter. Your status does not matter. But I guess, people are watching the news, what's going on.
But you can't hire somebody unless you have the right papers.
Correct. But I mean, however they got hired or whatever happened, that's irrelevant to the accident.
Okay, so I'm trying to think the story right. All right, so we used to have printing facilities. And our pressman, he started whenever it was, he gives us his driver's license, Social Security, all the paperwork.
Right.
Name was George. Every morning. Good morning, George. Good morning, George. For 15 years. Good morning, George. Good morning, George. He had a driver's license, he had everything, paperwork. One day he comes in and goes, I go, good morning, George. He goes, no, my real name is Miguel. I'm now a citizen. or whatever the paperwork, but he used somebody else's ID, and his taxes were going to somebody else or whatever it is. But it's difficult to monitor that stuff. I mean, he did everything right. We did everything right.
You
also,
had no idea. Yeah.
We had no idea. So it was just interesting in his. He got all his paperwork right and put everything back into his name. But it's tough because as an employer, you want to do everything right. You want to hire the right people. You want to make sure everything's covered. But if you're not illegal, you're scared.
Right. But technically, I know it's terrifying, but it shouldn't matter. Like, so if we go on record at a hearing or in a deposition, like your immigration status has no bearing on a claim. So we plead the Fifth Amendment. We don't ever put that in record. So no one's ever going to find out, unless you out yourself somehow.
Right. You plead the Fifth.
Exactly.
And if you're the owner, because the owner is in trouble too.
Well, assuming they knew or they did, because unfortunately, a lot of times with construction, they hand out the fake IDs and they hand out the fake socials to the people they're hiring.
They make them up.
So I've heard.
Good answer. Good answer. Okay, we're going to do a little break here so I understand you. Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm testing you right now. Your favorite taco place? Go.
A Taco Bell.
Really?
Easy.
Favorite hamburger joint?
Shake Shack.
That's good. Okay, I got that one. Your favorite pizza place?
Big Cheese.
That's the man. That's the best pizza in the house. I just want you to know, Billy and Garrick, just want you to know the best pizza in the house. As you don't know that because you don't go there regular. The Grant Miller Pizza.
Oh, where's this?
At Big Cheese.
Oh,
All beef pizza.
I love that.
As a kid, what was your favorite Christmas gift?
Oh, that's a hard one. Oh, you know what? It's not a hard one. A Batman action figure. Right when the movie came out, he had like all the equipment and everything. It was the best thing
So,
ever.
do you remember when you found out there was no Santa? Sorry.
Just this moment. Just this moment, and clearly.
Okay. Favorite football team?
The Dolphins.
Okay. Well, this is a real test. Favorite hot dog place?
Ooh, that's a good one.
There's only one place. You
Arbiters.
better said that.
Arbiters.
Dave Arbetter? Yes. What's the number one hot dog at your location? The Grant Miller dog.
Miller.
Yep.
What's on it?
Have you had it?
No, I haven't. What's on it?
Doesn't matter.
Okay, I'll go today.
You go today. Your favorite cowboy movie?
The Wild Wild West with Will Smith.
That was a funny movie. I like
good.
that.
It was good.
Your superhero?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Before Marvel, before the movies too.
Where's your favorite restaurant to eat fish?
That's a little harder because I'm not a big seafood fan.
I'm not either. Okay.
Catch of the Day, I don't know.
That's a good restaurant.
Yeah, it's just a good.
Your favorite animal?
Brown bear.
Oh, the brown bear.
Yeah.
Okay. I want words, not sentences.
Okay.
This is Thanksgiving. Give me some words about Thanksgiving.
Overeating. Naps. Football. Repeat.
Family.
Family. That's two. Yeah.
Where do you have Thanksgiving?
At my grandma's house always.
And where does she live? In Miami?
She lives in Homestead. Yeah.
And everybody goes there.
Everybody goes there, and it's non-traditional in the sense where Nicaraguans don't do like a big turkey. They kind of do like a stew of turkey with rice and beans and salad. So I've never had like a traditional Thanksgiving, I would say.
Your Thanksgiving's probably better.
I mean, maybe.
Your favorite place to eat chicken?
KFC.
I haven't had it in a while, but I used to be addicted to it because they have great French fries.
Yeah.
Great biscuit.
Yeah.
A great biscuit. Andres, who's running the show now, loves Kentucky Fried Chicken. And I try to get him to walk away so I get some of his fries, but he will not move because he knows I'll eat them. Okay. Okay. We're going to get back to business. Magic of the mix. Mm-hmm. Why is your law firm? Why would I hire your law firm?
I mean, these days, that's the $1 million questions for any client. Why hire one lawyer over any other? But I would say just there's a sense of personality you won't get in other places. Like, I feel like I'm more in tune to the clientele. Like, I know my parents have been in their positions. They need help. They don't know what to do. A lot of clients come to me just asking questions, and it turns out they have a case and they didn't know. I guess they really I don't want to toot my own horn, but I'm very relatable to the people's experience, especially like an immigration type experience with, children of immigrants having to explain everything to their parents and things like that. I would say there's just a sense of almost family when you're in my law firm.
So your parents went through these issues?
Yes, absolutely.
So you have a deep feeling for it?
I 100%.
Did they sue?
Well, not that I know of. Maybe they didn't tell me at the time.
No. But they could have.
I'm sure they could have, yeah.
So now you understand it. You have a deep person. It's a person.
It becomes, I've told all my clients, like, yeah, you sign up with me. It's an attorney thing. Yes, there's fees and money involved, but I take the cases personal. I really want to help people. Like, I've given my clients rides home. I've taken them myself to the doctors. Like, I don't mind going the extra mile just so they're happy with me.
This is not, they're not a client. Once they sign up with you, they're not a client. They're a friend.
I think I have said it before, and I've published it a lot too. Like, I think they're my family. Like, I'll treat them
right.
I'll pick up a call in the middle of the night, be like, "What's up? How are you? Are you feeling good? How was your surgery? How was your procedure? Did the doctor treat you right? Do you need anything?" Just out of the blue, just to make them. Because being in litigation is hard enough as is. Getting court dates and subpoenas and all these things. It's nice to have somebody just say, "How are you doing?"
Rockefeller, one of the first billionaires. He had a Rolodex of 100,000 people. In his Rolodex, he had everybody's birthday, holiday, and he did all those things. Back then, call them on the birthday, call them on the holidays. He'd pick them up if they need rides. He'd send rides for them. And that's part of being a good, I use the word salesman, but connect to people. Because as a lawyer, you want them to understand where you're coming from.
Right.
And it sounds like you understand.
Well, people come in already with a certain mindset when you say you're a lawyer. You know what I mean? Oh, you're
and they're sad because something happened.
Right. Something's happened to them, and then that's number one. And number two is they think you're trying to, just for the money. But no, I actually legitimately have an interest in them. Like, I do send my clients happy birthday cards every time it's their birthday. Like, I have no
February
problem.
5th. Like your mother. Your mother, right?
Yeah.
So February 5th, I like food.
Okay.
Right, Andres? We want food to come? Yeah.
Preference?
Andres, what would you want for my birthday?
For your birthday? Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
You got it.
Yeah, we need 2 orders.
2 orders.
Right? Andres is, he's the tester. So, okay, back to law. The bar. How hard is the bar?
On a 1 to 10 scale, maybe a 25.
Wow.
Yeah, it's the worst thing I think I've ever done in my life, yeah.
And how long did it take you to study for it?
So you graduate in the beginning of May, and you study until the bar, which is at the mid-July to end of July.
Yeah, 2.5 months.
Yeah, just 8 hours a day, no weekends too. So there's no.
Well,
days off.
FIU, they prepare 5 months before.
Right.
That's why every college is different. UM just had a course on it. I think that it's interesting. It's the percentage of people that pass the bar, don't pass the bar. It's a tough call. And just because you're a lawyer, whether you pass the bar or not.
Right.
There's plenty of people that went to law school and are practicing business.
Right.
And there's people that are medical doctors who never took their bar. Well, not a bar.
Well, licensing exam.
Yeah, right. The exam. So but lawyers are just not people that practice law. They do.
Right.
You understand how to run businesses.
Right. And they do politics as well too because they know the law.
Right. So, Ishma, right?
You call me Ish.
Ish. Where did that name come from?
Well, my mom loves the Bible, so that's where that one came from, but that's all I know. My last name, it's Nicaraguan descent. I think I looked up sometimes it's like of some Spaniard descent of a long line of barbers. That's all I know.
Barbers.
Yeah. Tijerino means Tijerino.
Yeah.
Tijera means scissor in Spanish.
Well, it's interesting is your parents would know this. So many Europeans traveled during World War II and moved to Nicaragua because of the war.
Right.
You see Nicaraguans now with blue eyes. They're not Spaniards. So, can we put his phone number on there, Andres? See, what is your phone number?
305-978-5370.
Let's see if we got that across the bottom.
978-5370.
There we go.
24 hours.
24 hours.
Yep. It's always me too.
Oh, you answer the phone.
All the time. That's what they deserve.
People like that.
Of course.
The worst is when you call somebody and they go, hold on.
It's a call service.
And then the call service doesn't know what to do. And,
Or the attorney won't be until Monday.
can I speak to the associate? So people call you. They're going to reach you.
Yep.
The phone number running across the bottom, sir? Okay, he's going to put across the bottom. And it's a pleasure. If you need anything, you reach out to me. If people want a personal attorney who will help you and understand you, that's you, correct?
I guess absolutely.
And the number goes by, and there we are. Thank you very much.
Thank you for
Everybody,
having me.
have a great day. Grant Miller here at Community Newspapers.